Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today's going to be an update of all the things I picked up in the last month. Of course we're in June now, and so summer's like upon us at last. So it's a great time to listen to music, obviously, because it brightens things up as usual when the weather's nice in the UK anyway, which is quite rare. Yeah, some good things I picked up in May, including a new few releases as well, and some vinyls, of course. So we'll get started with the first CD, and it's Grace Jones' Living My Life, which is one of the most famous albums from the 80s with the iconic artwork. And I picked this up at quite a good price because online this album, for some reason, it's quite expensive on CD compared to vinyl, which is a good price. And like nightclubbing and Safe to Rhythm on CD are good prices, but for some reason this one is pretty steep. Until I found a copy of this half the price less on online, and I thought I'd pick it up because I just know I'll regret it if I don't buy it, and I really can't. I'm impatient for a new re-release of this deluxe. If one ever comes, I hope to God, but I just grew impatient. I just wanted to buy it, and glad I did, and it arrived nice and safe. There's only 7 songs off this album, so it's quite a short album, but it's still classic Grace Jones nonetheless. Great singles, My Jamaican Guy, Nipple to the Bottle, and The Apple Stretching. So, essential for any Grace Jones fan, in my opinion, along with Nightclubbing and Safe to Rhythm. So, very happy to own this one at last. Next is Diana Ross, the self-titled album from 1975, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. 2 discs. This is the 2012 deluxe version. I basically bought this because people have been telling me that how great Diana Ross is, which is, of course she is, and how good this album is, and I thought I'd just buy it because it's a good beginner, I think. It's not her first album, but it's just one of her most famous ones, and it's got a great track listing on this as well. I've only listened to the first disc really so far, and the second disc is basically just alternative versions of the tracks off the first disc. The first album is the original LP and bonus tracks, single versions. Really great album, vocals sound beautiful. The most famous song off this is the first track, Theme from Mahogany, Do You Know Where You're Going To, which is stunning. And one of the songs which I've been listening to over and over, it's called Kiss Me Now. I just love the instrumental version on it, and the backing vocal singers as well. If anyone knows what I'm on about, you know what I mean. Nice packaging as well. So yeah, really enjoying that one. Next is Alison Moyet, Hoodoo, which is her 3rd album. This was released in 1991, and when she sort of dropped the electronic synth sound, which was prominent on the first 2 albums, which I love. But I like how she went more mature with this album, even though she was at a record label which was very strict with her at the time, Columbia, I believe. And I don't really know this album besides the singles, which is which one is it? This House, and It Won't Be Long. I love the artwork land on this, and I'm looking forward to listening to this one because I've been listening to Essex, her 4th album, a lot recently, and I'm really enjoying Essex. I think it's a lot better than what I thought, and I've heard even good stuff about this album. Some fans have said this is her best album, so looking forward to it. Next is Kylie Minogue, Rhythm of Love. I realised I need to start appreciating more early Kylie stuff. And I do like the Stock Aitken Woman stuff, but just not as much as her last 10 years material. But I thought I'd try this one because I don't know that much about this album besides Better the Devil You Know, which is one of Kylie's most famous songs. And I think this is a lot less cheesy compared to the first 2 albums, which is good. It's got a nice European dance house sound to it, which is a lot better than the stuff she did in the 80s. This was released 1990, so it just marks the beginning of the 90s. and the sound. Lovely artwork. This is the 2015 Deluxe, which really got a lot of special treatment along with the other Kylie albums. So really am enjoying this. The song which I've been listening to on this a lot is Secret. Just a good, happy, upbeat dance song. Yeah, so loving it. I'll probably have to get the other albums as well, nonetheless. Next is Belinda Carlisle, and this debut album, Belinda. Good album, not as good as the next few albums she released, like Heaven on Earth and Runaway Horses, but it's got a nice classy sound to it. It's a bit 80s, well, it was released in the 80s, but it's got a slight 1950s feel to it as well. A bit like Madonna's True Blue, I like to say. Good album, but this is where Belinda hasn't really found a sound yet, or I think the image is good, but I prefer how she looked later on. But it's a nice, simple pop album. There's only 10 songs on it, so it's quite short. The lead single, Mad About You, is a really good song. Not the most memorable, but it's the more you listen to it, it's just nice to listen to. 2 discs. First CD is Belinda with bonus tracks, and then on the second disc there's a Belinda concert from 1986 with 12 songs. So it's worth the money getting this if you're a Belinda Carlisle fan, or if you're new to Belinda, just buy it because I think you won't be disappointed. Next is an artist who I've been getting into recently for the first time ever, and a lot of Tori Amos fans have told me to research her because they reckon I might like her. And I finally picked up the first album I Own by this artist, and it's retrospective, the best of Suzanne Vega. Very well known 80s and 90s American artist. Still releasing music today as well, as far as I know. And I thought I'd start off with the greatest hits. I was going to pick up the first album when I went shopping a few weeks ago, but it wasn't there, so I saw this one. I thought I'd just get the greatest hits. Good price and good track listing with a bonus CD as well. The only songs which I really know are Luca, which is a great song. It's a little bit, it gets better the more you listen to it, in my opinion. It did with me. And it's got a nice story behind it as well. Very interesting. And the second song, Tom's Diner, which is probably Suzanne's most famous song in the UK anyway, because it got a remix in 1990 by DNA, and it's got a nice it's very catchy because the original version is just an a cappella, which it's amazing how an a cappella can sound really catchy. So yeah, both versions are on here, it's great. And Marlene on the Wall, which is one I've been listening to a lot more, and that's a really great memorable track as well. And I love the more rockiest tracks of these. I really am enjoying this though, because I'm listening to it now as we speak. Like it's in my CD player, so I'll have to try and pick up some other albums. If anyone wants to leave a comment about her or any recommendations, let me know. I'd really appreciate that. Next is David Bowie, Nothing Has Changed. I realise I've got a couple of David Bowie albums, but I really want to have a greatest hits, and unfortunately I think the only greatest hits ones were really old ones in the past by David Bowie, which weren't really up to date. Or they might have been like from separate eras, and I thought I just forgot, to be honest, until this came out a few months ago, and I thought this was a greatest hits to start with. 2 discs, all the way from Space Oddity to Sue, and it's just great, essential for any David Bowie beginner. And I love the artwork as well, because I know David Bowie has some iconic looks and packaging. I know basically nearly all the songs off these 2 discs, but I've been listening to the first disc a lot, especially Starman, which I completely forgot about, but I've been re-listening to that, and Young Americans as well, and Fashion. I do prefer the first disc compared to the stuff on the second disc, but it's just great to have it. It was a good price as well. So yeah. Next is the very best of Marvin Gaye, of course, the legendary Motown artist, who we all remember still. I thought I'd just get this because I really would like to have a few more Motown soul stuff, and I've got like Diana Ross and a Motown compilation, but I really like to broaden it a bit. And what better way not to have it than having a Marvin Gaye CD. My dad's got What's Going On, which is downstairs, but I thought I'd just get this one, and yeah, love it. I heard it through the grapevine. You Are Everything with Diana Ross. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. That's why I love it. It's just fantastic, and nice artwork as well. I just love the colour font and everything. Yeah, great. And last two CDs are a new one which came out this week, and it's Florence and the Machine, How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful. And one word, amazing, fantastic. Florence has delivered yet again. And I think, even though I've only listened to this now about 3 times, I think it's become my favourite Florence album. Because I love Lungs and Ceremonials, but I think I love this one because I think it's got more of a slightly natural feel to it, because it's got a more rockier band sound to it. It's just, what this album is born to be played live. I could just tell, and the vocals have really have improved. And I do love the more theatrical stuff that she did, like on the first 2 albums, but it's toned down a little on this album. But the artwork is stunning. I picked up the standard edition, and the same day I went into another shop and I saw the deluxe, and I just couldn't pass it up because I thought I'll just flog it and get it, because I've seen what the packaging looks like in the deluxe. It's basically the Digipack simple album with a track listing, and the booklet. It's basically just like this big booklet with like loads of photos in there, and just stunning. Yeah, it's just amazing packaging. Yeah, I've just, if you're a Florence and the Machine fan, a lot of people have got this already. There's been loads of editions of the album. There's been a 7-inch box set as well, with like individual 7-inch singles, a bit like the Marina and the Diamonds Fruit box set, but in this format. And of course 12-inch LP. There's been like certain deluxes on the Florence and the Machine store website. There's been quite a lot, but it's fantastic, and I really am gonna get one of the vinyl albums, probably just the standard 12-inch one, I think. But I'm loving it. I love all the singles: Ship to Wreck, What Kind of Man, Delia, St Jude. But the one track which I've been listening to again and again, and I want to listen to it in a minute actually, because I love it. It's Queen of Peace. I think it's so catchy. I love the lyrics as well, and vocals, and the band's feel. It's just amazing to listen to. Yeah, it's my favourite Florence album now. I'm gonna say that it really is, and it's a lot better than what I thought it would be. I knew it'd be good, but it's just it's a contender for the top 5 albums of the year, I think. So yeah, loving it. I'm sure a lot of people have got it now already and are really excited about it. Now we'll move on to vinyls. The first one, which is one I picked up about a month ago, and I did an unboxing of it, Marina and the Diamonds, the Fruit box set. Of course, fantastic. Nice scratch and sniff on each vinyl, and yeah, I paid quite a bit for this, but I didn't pay too much. I got quite a good deal for it. It's just unfortunate it isn't signed, which is a shame, but oh well. Great album. And these ones I picked up from a record fair. The first one is Belinda Carlisle, Runaway Horses. I've got this on CD, and it's a great album. Probably my second or third favourite Belinda album. At one point it was my favourite, but it's changed somewhat. Had a good single run off this album as well, even though a few of them flopped. Leave a Light On, Runaway Horses, Vision of You, which is one of the best ballads, La Luna, We Want the Same Thing, which was a big hit in the UK, and there's a song called Deep Ocean, which I love. Love the artwork as well. I once did a drawing of this quite a few years ago, so it just shows my appreciation for Belinda. Next is Donna Summer. Glad to see it's on the radio, volumes 1 and 2. This is quite a cheap one. I think you can find this album pretty much anywhere, to be honest, but I really bought it because I love Donna Summer and I've been listening to her a lot recently, and I didn't have any Donna Summer vinyls until now when I got this one. A lot of great tracks on here as well. No More Tears, just Enough Is Enough, which of course is the duet with Barbra Streisand. I Feel Love, I Remember Yesterday, I Love You, MacArthur Path, Hot Stuff, Bad Girls. It's just basically a good 70s compilation. So yeah. And on the same day I saw Donna Summer, I Remember Yesterday. I've only listened to the first half of this, but it's a great album. Good disco feel to it. This was released in 1975, I think. Yeah, I'm sure it was released in 1975. Beautiful artwork as well, really good high quality, and it's been looked after really well. I'm just surprised how new it looks, which is why I put it in this plastic sleeve, just so it's kept nice and new. This album includes I Remember Yesterday, Love's Unkind, and I Feel Love. So yeah, it's great. This is one I picked up online because I just really wanted a vinyl by this artist who I was showing earlier. It's Diana Ross, and I don't have any vinyls by her besides some 7-inch singles, and I thought I'd just get this one because I like the artwork. It's got a nice painting of Diana Ross, and it's on this cheap material. Feels a bit like a canvas. 20 Golden Greats. This was released in 1979. Again, it's quite a cheap one. You can find this a lot of places, but it's got a great track listing on it as well. This one includes the theme from Mahogany, which I showed earlier on CD. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, I'm Still Waiting, Touch Me in the Morning. Just a great track listing, well worth the money, and this was in good condition as well. And the very last album is one I picked up off Amazon, and it arrived 2 days ago, and I really wanted this for a while. It's Bjork, and it's Post. My favourite album by Bjork, and it's finally got the special treatment of all the albums being reissued on vinyl. Even though they weren't that rare anyway, but they're all released on coloured, and this one's pink, which I'll show you. Yeah, it just sounds amazing. So here's a sleeve. Very, very nice sleeve, and it's got a really bright pink vinyl. The most brightest pink I've ever seen. So yeah, just sounds absolutely amazing. Especially Isabel, because you can really hear the instrumental and how loud it is. It feels like you're actually there listening to her live. So yeah, I really would like to try and get some more Bjork vinyls. I haven't had a chance to get the new one yet, but I will eventually. I'll probably want to get Vespertine as well, because that's another great Bjork album. I've got the first 3 now, so yeah, that great album, my favourite, and yeah, can't stop looking at it, to be honest. And that is it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the update, and my next one will probably be next month. I haven't ordered anything else yet, but probably some new releases as well along the way, and hopefully some more Toriano stuff, because I just want to get some more stuff by her. So that is everyone. I hope you're having a good summer so far, and speak to you soon.